The film begins with Rosie on a hunting trip with her father. He's teaching her how to take down prey quickly and without pain. But when Rosie misfires, the animal suffers in agony. Determined to end its misery, she grabs a heavy stone and finishes the job herself. Back home, Rosie sits in her room talking to her mother, who, as it's revealed, has already passed away. Unable to accept her mother's death, Rosie continues to hold conversations with her as if she were still there. When her father notices, he insists that Rosie see her therapist again, worried that she's isolating herself, avoiding friendships, and not living like other kids her age. The tension escalates until Rosie's best friend, Nick, steps in to defuse the situation and takes her to school. That day happens to be a notorious prank day at school, when students and even teachers play tricks on one another. On their way there, Rosie notices Max, a classmate, suspiciously placing something on the road before driving off. Though curious, she lets it go and heads inside. Later at her locker, she discovers a flower and photos left by Nick, along with a note asking her out on a date. Rosie quietly puts everything back, pretending nothing happened. During lunch, Nick nervously asks if she saw his note. Rosie brushes him off, saying he knows how she feels about it. Hurt, Nick insists he just wants to stay friends, not ruin what they already have. Frustrated, Rosie excuses herself to the bathroom. There, she runs into Anna, another classmate, and notices a vent in the ceiling. Driven by curiosity, Rosie climbs up to check it out but finds nothing unusual. Moments later, chaos erupts. A car crashes through the cafeteria wall. Tyson, another student, storms out with Max and Ben, all armed to the teeth. They immediately shoot several classmates to prove this isn't a prank. Rosie, still in the bathroom, sees a vision of her mother urging her to accept Nick's feelings before disappearing again. Suddenly, her blood-soaked friend Amy stumbles inside, collapsing in Rosie's arms before dying from multiple gunshot wounds. Stunned and terrified, Rosie peeks out to see Tyson's gang holding the cafeteria hostage, executing anyone who defies them. Her mother's ghost urges her to run, and Rosie crawls back into the ceiling vent to escape. Meanwhile, Tyson orders the students to take out their phones and call loved ones, forcing them to say their goodbyes. Outside, police are distracted by a series of fires Tyson's crew set across town to delay their response. As Rosie inches through the vents, the ceiling gives way beneath her, crashing down into the kitchen. Max is sent to investigate, but the cafeteria cook sacrifices herself to distract him, brutally murdered in the process, while Rosie hides nearby in tears. Back in the cafeteria, Tyson makes his intentions clear. He wants fame. Tired of being overlooked and ignored, he forces the students to live stream the massacre so the world can finally see him. It becomes clear he and his group are deeply unstable, driven by rage and desperation for recognition. Rosie finally manages to slip out of the building, but instead of running, she warns students still arriving and alerts Lily, another girl, to help evacuate classrooms. Together, they rush through the halls, trying to convince teachers and students of the danger, though many dismiss them, thinking it's another prank. Eventually, one teacher believes them and helps his class escape through a window. Inside, Tyson kills the principal on livestream after a failed attempt to reason with him. Anna, revealed as part of Tyson's crew, cuts the school's power, plunging everyone into darkness. Rosie, running through oil-slicked hallways, barely manages to escape and encounters police officers entering the school. But before they can act, a massive explosion shakes the building. Tyson escalates, demanding national broadcast coverage for his livestream, threatening to kill everyone if denied. Outside, Rosie awakens next to a dead officer and grabs his weapon for protection. Hearing footsteps, she lies still, pretending to be dead, waiting for the right moment to fight back. Anna records footage of the hostages for Tyson's livestream, then deliberately steps on Rosie's hand before walking away. Numb with pain but still determined, Rosie pulls herself up and warns nearby classrooms, urging students to escape through the windows. Anna spots her and shoots her in the leg. Rosie narrowly crawls behind a locker for cover. Her mother's ghost appears once again, urging her to keep going. Rosie stumbles into a balloon-filled room with Anna close behind. Hiding among the shadows, she waits until Anna gets close, then ambushes her. In the struggle, Rosie turns the gun against Anna and pulls the trigger, killing her. Trembling in agony, she ties her wounded leg with a belt to stop the bleeding. Taking Anna's phone, Rosie hacks into the live stream and sees Tyson in a classroom, boasting to his online audience. He tells them the idea found him, not the other way around, that he's been planning this massacre for 6 months. Rosie watches as he orders the class to follow him back to the cafeteria. While trying to slip away, Rosie is spotted by Ben, who chases her through the halls. She lures him onto a stage and knocks him out with a fire extinguisher, cuffing him to a railing. Sitting beside him, she sees her mother again. Ben confesses that years of bullying about his looks, grades, and humiliations from teachers pushed him into joining Tyson. Rosie tells him coldly that innocent people have died because of his need to be seen, and that nothing justifies the blood he spilled. She leaves him behind, certain that Tyson has brainwashed him. Outside, Rosie's father arrives, terrified, watching the live stream helplessly. Back inside, Rosie takes Ben's gun for protection. She finds a group of students and helps them to the exit, contacting Officer Bob to distract the TV crews so Tyson can't see what's happening. With the cameras pulled back, Rosie quickly ushers the kids out. A teacher insists on staying with her to rescue more students. As students escape, Rosie's father learns from one of them that his daughter is still inside saving lives. His fear turns to pride. Rosie reaches the basketball team and warns them to flee, but Tyson, realizing Anna and Ben are missing, orders Rosie to reveal herself. When he discovers she killed Anna, he threatens to execute a hostage every 5 minutes until she complies, and kills one student to prove it. Rosie rushes toward him, but before she can arrive, Ben confronts Tyson and Max with the gun. He tells them the game is over. Max shoots him, but before dying, Ben manages to wound Tyson in the leg. Rosie and Nick seize the chance to escape, though Nick is injured. Rosie hides him in a classroom, leaving her phone behind to mislead Tyson about their location. Nick warns Rosie that Tyson's car is rigged with a bomb. To protect him, she runs off, pursued by Max into the science lab. They fight viciously, Max overpowering her and nearly killing her, until Rosie's father takes the shot, dropping Max with his sniper rifle. Though reunited with her father, Rosie chooses to keep fighting, determined to finish what she started. She taunts Tyson over the live stream, telling him that no one will remember him, only her. Furious, Tyson straps explosives to a hostage and drags him toward the exit. Rosie races back to the cafeteria, rallying the surviving students to push away barricades and escape. Spotting the car bomb about to detonate, Rosie throws Max's gun onto the accelerator, sending the car rolling away just before it explodes. Believing Tyson is dead in the blast, Rosie is captured by special forces, who don't recognize her at first. Her mother appears one last time, proud of her, before fading forever. Rosie breaks down in tears, mourning her all over again. Officer Bob thanks Rosie for her courage, telling her she saved countless lives. Reuniting with her father, Rosie thanks him for saving her, but he insists he's the one who should be grateful. She gave his life meaning again, and her mother would be proud. But the nightmare isn't over. Rosie spots Tyson alive, sneaking away with a hidden passport and cash. She takes her father's sniper rifle and tracks him. Wounded and crawling, Tyson pleads silently, but Rosie shows no mercy. Instead of granting him a quick death, she lets him bleed out slowly, saying he doesn't deserve the same mercy she once gave suffering animals. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, thumbs up, comment speech balloon, and subscribe bell to the channel for more thrilling movie summaries every week. Your support helps us bring you even more exciting stories, so stay tuned. The best is yet to come.